So tell me, first off, when you got the scripts for season 5, what was your initial reaction reading them?
Whoa, is that where we're going? That was my initial thought. And then when I got to the end, I said,
I can imagine. I've seen them all, and
oh, you have?
Yeah.
You've seen all 13?
Yeah, I have.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing and heartbreaking at the same time. Do you see yourself, going in another direction when you get the scripts? Do you feel like, okay, now I have to do this, now I have to do that, or is it like just putting on the clothes and okay, I'm back to work with this character?
I think that it's a little bit of both. You know, I think getting into her feels familiar at this point, 5 seasons in. I think, but there's also a need to find another direction to go in. You know, when we're told that we're going to be doing this in the span of 3 days, for me that was very exciting because I thought, oh, okay, well then time has slowed in the way we tell this show, the story. So then how do we see these characters now when time has changed? Yeah. And I feel like because we're not covering as much ground, then I feel like I think that it can come in a little bit more. You know, we get to experience them minute by minute and see how we get to those heights and lows a little differently rather than the typical way in the past.
Is that more of a challenge for you as an actor?
To do what?
To do that, the slowing of time, so to say, to pick up that extra thing.
A little bit. I mean, it's not challenging. It's trying to offer a different color for who that character is. You know, we see her just a little bit maybe more subdued, I think, this season than we do in the beginning, until we get to the end. Well, you've seen it. So until we get to the end, yeah.
Going up to, you're renewed to season 7.
Yes.
Do you think there's an end point for Orange is the New Black where it needs to stop, or is it like it can go on forever?
Well, Genji said she can write this show forever, so I think that is the answer. I think she knows what she can write and would write and still feel satisfied and write and do the characters themselves justice. So that's more of a Genji question, but I am not doubtful that she can do it.
And you're also willing to go on, as long as
as need be. Yeah, I love Suzanne. I think she's awesome. She's awesome.
What's more, the thing that keeps the whole thing spinning, that you like with the show, that goes like, I have the need to do this.
For me, it's the justice to get these stories out, I think. I think the show, even though we're seeing a lot more female-driven shows, which I think are fantastic, it's a show that still, I don't know of any other shows that have this many representations of people on television. So it still has a job to do in that capacity. And until we start to see more of that, we have the Shonda Rhimes, the scandals and the How to Get Away with Murders that are changing the face of television in that way, but we still need to see more shows where we have multiple Black women, multiple Latina women, multiple white women, multiple women from different ages, sexual orientations on a single show. And each of those women reflecting back to society different points of view of life. We don't have that yet still in that capacity, so I think it still has a job to do there. Second, I think it still has a job to do as far as its storytelling. This is a subject matter that hadn't really been touched in our culture for some time, and certainly not American culture, and it's bringing light to a subject that needs some real serious conversations with regards to prison reform and how we treat people that we incarcerate.
Sure, I absolutely agree.
Good.
Do you see the you know, behind the scenes that Orange is making a difference in regards to which actors are on which shows and color and female versus male?
Yeah, no, good question. I don't know. I know that previous, you know, I think we've become so accustomed and so used to having Netflix as a television source that we forget that it's only 5 years ago there was no such thing. And with its non-existence, there was no diverse reflection of this type at all. You know, so and now post Netflix coming out and post a show like Orange is the New Black, I hope it's been something that's given some streaming outlets or producers the want and the freedom to pursue things of that type. I don't know, but I hope it's done nothing but encourage people to step out of the conventions we've become used to and to step into something new, fresh, and inclusive.